The diversity within the animal kingdom renders it a captivating realm for study, with creatures like the platypus, kangaroo, and koala standing out as some of its more unique inhabitants. Among these, Australian fauna possesses distinct traits, such as reduced cold-bloodedness and longer gestation periods, distinguishing them from counterparts in colder climes. When the veterinarian contacted the authorities, urgent action was promised, recognizing that the situation with the lion required more than just medical attention. Surgery loomed as a possibility, with the creature's stomach presenting an ominous concern, potentially a matter of life or death. Upon arrival, the authorities joined forces with the vet to administer sedation to the ailing lion. Yet, their involvement extended beyond medical support as they sought the assistance of Ranger George. Summoned urgently, George's mind raced with concern. What's happened to him? He pondered as he fielded inquiries about himself and the lion. As a seasoned ranger dedicated to safeguarding the refuge's wildlife, George had grappled with myriad challenges, from poaching threats to the inherent dangers of the savanna. Understaffing and escalating pressures from their superiors had compounded the difficulties, leaving the rangers stretched thin in their efforts to maintain order. Exploiting this vulnerability, outsiders had increasingly encroached upon the sanctuary, heightening the risks for both man and beast. Amidst his routine patrol one day, George's senses were jolted by the sight of a colossal figure in the distance. Initially dismissing it as fatigue-induced hallucination, he soon found himself confronting a startling reality, one that left him speechless and apprehensive. How is this possible? George recoiled in astonishment, momentarily taken aback by the sight before him. Uncertain of how the lion would react, he approached cautiously, sensing an urgent need to aid the distressed animal. The lion, unmistakably the alpha male of the local pride, stood before him, but a stark difference was evident. His typically proud demeanor was overshadowed by the grotesque swelling of his belly. Realizing he couldn't handle the situation alone, George swiftly sought the assistance of his fellow rangers. Conveying the urgency to his superior, George underscored the imperative to intervene swiftly and shield the lion from whatever affliction was causing his discomfort. With reinforcements en route, George braved his trepidation and approached the lion, his love for animals overriding his fear. Determined to alleviate the creature's suffering, he knew immediate action was necessary. As his colleagues urged caution, warning of potential aggression from the lion, George and the rangers pivoted to a new strategy, reaching out to a local animal veterinarian for guidance. The vet's instructions were unequivocal. The rangers must create a safe distance from the lion to avoid provoking an attack. Prior to administering sedation, the vet stressed the importance of ensuring the lion was fully immobilized for a thorough examination. With the area secured, George took charge of sedating the lion, determined to see the task through given his initial encounter with the distressed creature. Fortunately, the lion submitted peacefully to the sedative, suggesting a willingness to accept the aid being offered. The bulge on the lion's body was now unmistakable, prompting George to contact the vet and relay their findings. Yet, when the vet learned of the bulge's location, her demeanor shifted. Urgency permeated her voice. Positioned near the lion's stomach's outset, the bulge suggested an obstruction that demanded immediate attention. Whatever the lion had swallowed was endangering its life, necessitating emergency surgery. The rangers faced a critical juncture, unsure of their next steps. Seeking guidance from the vet, the rangers weighed their options. Should they await her arrival or transport the lion to her? Each moment was precious, but the vet's journey posed its own challenges, compounded by rush hour traffic. Despite offers from the rangers to escort her, logistical constraints necessitated a different approach. Resorting to the ranger headquarters as a rendezvous point, the vet embarked on a tumultuous journey, navigating the savanna's rugged terrain in an all-terrain jeep. The vet grappled with the moral dilemma of investing an entire day and more in saving a single life when others may be in need. Meanwhile, the rangers' frustration mounted as they awaited her arrival. Their apprehension escalated as the lion's sedation wore off, prompting its attempt to move. Some rangers advocated for releasing the lion, eager to conclude the ordeal and return home. However, the gravity of the situation compelled the majority to prioritize the lion's welfare. Ultimately, their commitment to the lion's well-being prevailed, uniting them in their resolve to see the operation through, despite the challenges and uncertainties that lay ahead. With the lion's movements sluggish, the rangers strategically positioned their jeeps to impede its retreat into the savannah. Running low on sedatives, they anxiously awaited the veterinarian's arrival, knowing she possessed a vital dose. Unable to encircle the lion entirely, they maintained a cautious vigil, continually adjusting their blockade to hinder its progress. Concern rippled through the ranks as the rangers grappled with the perilous situation. Despite the inherent risks, they recognized the importance of unity, rallying together in a collaborative effort to contain the formidable beast. Upon the vet's arrival, the lion remained motionless, but tension thickened as its hostility simmered beneath the surface. Reluctant to leave the safety of their jeeps, the rangers braced themselves as the lion's aggression escalated, prompting some to retreat to a safer distance. Realizing the urgency of the situation, the vet swiftly administered the sedative, acutely aware of the risks involved. Despite apprehensions about the lion's condition, her confidence in its survival bolstered her resolve, spurred on by its aggressive response. Approaching with caution, the vet seized a fleeting opportunity to administer the tranquilizer, timing her injection with the lion's distracted gaze. As the sedative took effect, the lion's movements gradually waned, allowing the vet to administer additional doses to ensure its complete sedation. With the lion finally subdued, the vet and rangers could proceed with the critical surgery, their concerted efforts culminating in a collective sigh of relief. As the lion lay fully sedated, a wave of relief swept over the exhausted rangers, who had narrowly escaped danger once again. With the vet's arrival imminent, they braced themselves for the critical surgery ahead, eager to resolve the mystery of the lion's distress. With surgical tools in hand, the vet meticulously prepared for the procedure, opting to conduct an ultrasound first to ascertain the nature of the obstruction. Meanwhile, George fielded inquiries from the vet, assisting her in pinpointing the source of the lion's discomfort, a foreign object lodged at the entrance to its stomach, impeding digestion. With no alternative but surgery, the vet proceeded with caution, skillfully dissecting the lion's abdomen to access the source of the swelling. As the incision deepened, a startling discovery emerged. Embedded within the flesh was a microchip, concealed within a morsel of indigestible meat. George's revelation about recent encounters with poachers shed light on the sinister intent behind the microchip's placement, implicating them in a clandestine tracking scheme. With the chip removed and the lion's health assessed, the vet skillfully sutured the wound, ensuring a swift recovery. As the sedative wore off, the lion stirred, initially disoriented before gradually regaining its bearings. With a newfound vigor, it retreated into the savannah, leaving behind a grateful vet who commended the rangers for their bravery and vigilance. With her task complete, the vet departed, entrusting George with the lion's ongoing care, ensuring its well-being remained a priority. As she returned to the city, her thoughts lingered on the lion's miraculous recovery, a testament to the unwavering dedication of those who safeguarded its life.